When the inaugural Players' Championship was held in 1974, Jack Nicklaus was the winner, earning a $50,000 prize money payout for his victory from an overall purse of $250,000. It was the 54th of 73 PGA Tour titles that Nicklaus won in his career, and the $50,000 payday matched the largest check the Golden Bear had earned in a tour event up to that point in the then 34-year-old's career. Fast forward to 2025, and, well, you probably know where we're going with this. The prize money payout for the 51st Players' Championship was exponentially bigger, with the overall purse coming in at $25 million and Rory McIlroy claiming the $4.5 million first-place prize money payout. We had to wait until Monday to award the champion as McIlroy, 68, and JJ Spaun, 72, returned to TPC Sawgrass in the morning for a three-hole aggregate playoff. McIlroy held a three-shot lead at one point in the final round Sunday, but failed to convert on short birdie putts down the stretch. Spaun, ranked number 57 in the world, has one PGA Tour victory to his credit. He birdied 14 and 16 to tie McIlroy, and had another look from 30 feet on the last hole to win that stopped just short of the hole. The playoff, however, was over fairly quickly. McIlroy birdied the par 5/16th hole to take a one-shot lead, then Spaun hit his tee shot into the water on the infamous par 3/17th hole, and made triple bogey 6. McIlroy took a three-shot advantage to the final hole of the playoff and cruised. Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, AP. Turns out Rory McIlroy needed only 3 good swings to win the Players' Championship on Monday in a playoff over JJ Spaun. McIlroy blasted his opening tee shot and hit a pitching wedge to the par 5/16th to set up birdie, and then he found the island green at the par 3/17th with a 9-iron into a cold, crackling wind that effectively gave him a second title at golf's richest event at TPC Sawgrass. Spaun posed over his 8-iron until he heard the groans of the spectators lined up behind the 17th green. His ball cut through the wind and sailed clear over the green into the water, leading to triple bogey that ended his hopes. "It was a great shot, perfect if it was the right distance," he said. "I just couldn't believe it was long. Just not my luck of the gust." McIlroy became the 8th multiple winner of the Players' Championship, having also won in 2019. And it was the first time in his career that he won twice heading into the Masters. He won the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am last month. The first three-hole playoff in 10 years at the Players was caused by a 4-hour rain delay on Sunday. McIlroy had to make a 4-foot par putt on the 72nd hole. Spaun had a 30-foot birdie putt for the win that stopped inches short. McIlroy, disappointed and having lost a 3-shot lead on the back nine, looked ahead to the playoff by saying, "Make 5 good swings tomorrow morning, and get this thing done." The 336-yard drive on the 16th. The pitching wedge to just inside 35 feet. The 9-iron that found dry land. That's all he needed to beat Spaun and claim the $4.5 million prize from the $25 million purse. "Those 3 swings were basically what decided the championship," McIlroy said. "I feel for JJ. He's had a great week. To have it end that way for him was hard to see." It was reminiscent of a 2008 playoff between Sergio Garcia and Paul Goydos, back when the 17th was used in sudden death. Garcia hit the green. Goydos came up short and into the water, and there is no lonelier walk than to the drop zone knowing it's over. McIlroy now has 39 wins worldwide, and plenty of momentum on his side with the Masters a month away. A green jacket is all that's keeping McIlroy from the career Grand Slam, the most exclusive club in golf. He hasn't won a major since 2014. The Players' Championship is reputed to be the next best thing to a major, and McIlroy managed Sawgrass despite missing slightly more than half of the fairways this week. "I feel like I'm a better player now than I ever have been, and it's nice to see the fruits of my labor paying off," McIlroy said. Spaun won $2,725,000 for his runner-up finish, and moved to number 25 in the world ranking, high enough that he is assured a spot in the Masters. Rory McIlroy has won the Players' Championship after defeating JJ Spaun in a 3-hole playoff on Monday morning. With the two players tied at 12 under for the tournament, McIlroy took an early lead in the playoff with a birdie on 16. He then bogeyed 17, while Spaun had a disastrous triple bogey after finding the water off the tee. McIlroy bogeyed the 18th to finish the playoff 1 over. It's McIlroy's 28th career PGA Tour win and second this season, after claiming victory at the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am in February. Spaun remains with one career PGA Tour win, which came at the Valero Texas Open in 2022. McIlroy improved to 4-2 in career playoffs, while Spaun was in his first career playoff on Monday. "Everyone expects him to win," Spaun said Sunday of facing McIlroy in the playoff. "I don't think a lot of people expect me to win. I expect myself to win. That's all I care about." Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, AP, Rory McIlroy built a 3-shot lead on the back nine at the Players' Championship, and unheralded JJ Spaun didn't blink. They wound up tied after a 4-hour rain delay, and have to return Monday for a playoff to decide who wins the richest tournament in golf. McIlroy needed 2 putts from 75 feet on the par for 18th for a 4 under 68. All he could do was wait in the scoring area on Spaun, who had caught up with a marvelous chip on the par 5/16 and stood over a 30-foot putt for the win. It stopped inches short, giving Spaun a 72 to match McIlroy at 12 under 276. They did well to finish in regulation before sunset. The Players has a 3-hole aggregate playoff on the most dynamic holes on the TPC Sawgrass, the par 5/16, the Island Green on the par 3/17, and the daunting par for closing hole. It will be the first Monday finish since Cameron Smith won in 2022, and the first playoff at the Players since Ricky Fowler won 10 years ago. Tom Hoge had to wait out the 4-hole delay with a 15-foot birdie putt on the 18th. He returned and missed, posting a 66, and wound up 2 shots behind. Lucas Glover rallied from a rough front 9 for a 71, and joined Hoge and Akshay Bhatia 70. Corey Connors of Listowel, Ontario, finished in a 3-way tie for 6th at 9 under, 3 shots back of the co-leaders. Taylor Pendrith of Richmond Hill, Ontario, finished in a 4-way tie for 38th at 1 under. Bud Cauley, who's thought his career was over from crushing injuries in a 2018 car crash in Ohio, fell back early and steadied himself for a 74. He tied for 6th, giving him more than enough points to fulfill his medical exemption for the rest of the year.